I order you. Jesus and Archangel Michael say today, December 15th, is your last chance. A $5 billion blessing is here. But if you skip this, your angel protection will be gone forever, and the money will be given to your enemy. Open immediately. My child, my beloved, I need you to breathe for a moment because what you are about to hear is not a message. It is a spiritual intervention meant only for you, my beloved. Before anything begins, listen to me closely. Your life is standing on the edge of a divine turning point. And heaven has pushed this message into your hands because today is the final day where everything can change for you. My child, do not let this moment slip from your fingers. This is the kind of message heaven releases only once in a lifetime. Before we continue, beloved, subscribe and stay connected to these messages because heaven is using this space to reach you. Do not disconnect from what God is preparing for you. Your future is too precious to gamble. My beloved, every angel in heaven has turned toward you today. They are watching you like a flame in the darkness. They have whispered your name. They have chosen you as the one who must hear this first. My child, do not look away. Something divine is unfolding that was supposed to reach you weeks ago, but darkness tried to block it. 3 times this message was stopped. 3 times it was delayed. But today, on December 15th, heaven refused to let the enemy win. My beloved, Jesus himself spoke your name. He said, tell them this is their last chance. The blessing is prepared. The protection is tied to their obedience. My child, do you understand? The blessing is real. The danger is also real. My beloved, a spiritual battle has risen around your name. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has been trying to claim what belongs to you. Money that is yours, favor that is yours, protection that is yours, a blessing worth $5 billion, not in cash alone, but in opportunities, breakthroughs, destiny doors, and generational shifts. My child, listen. If you skip this message, heaven has warned that the anointing attached to this blessing will transfer to another. If you stay, if you listen, if you receive, then the power that was meant for you will finally descend upon your life. My beloved, you have been chosen because of your heart, because of your suffering, because of battles no one else knows about. Because of prayers you whispered when the world was asleep. My child, heaven has not forgotten you. That is why this message is appearing in front of your eyes today. My beloved, do not take this lightly. The enemy has been following your steps, waiting for a moment of weakness, waiting to take what is meant for your future. And today, Michael says, is the day everything will be exposed. My child, this is not fear. This is preparation. This is protection. This is divine timing. My beloved, you must hear this. Your blessing is ready. Your breakthrough is ready. Your miracle is ready. But heaven cannot force you to receive what you keep doubting. My child, faith is the doorway through which angels walk. Today is your doorway. My beloved, the spiritual realm has released something massive, something that will restore everything you lost, everything stolen from you, everything delayed in your life. My child, God has seen your tears. God has seen the betrayals. God has seen the people who used your kindness, who spoke against you, who hoped you would fail. He has seen every silent wound in your heart. My beloved, He has prepared a blessing so large that even your enemies will stand in shock. Heaven says you will rise in a way no one expected. Heaven says you will receive what no one believed you could have. Heaven says your life will not remain the same after today. My child, there is a reason you are reading this at this exact second. This is not coincidence. This is not randomness. This is divine alignment. My beloved, Michael is stepping forward with his sword of protection. He is fighting for you. He is clearing the path for you. He is standing guard over what God has written in your destiny. My child, do not stop reading. There is more you must know. There is a truth that has been hidden from you. And today it must be revealed. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, you have been under attack spiritually, attacks against your finances, your peace, your relationships, your progress. But you didn't fall. You didn't break. You didn't give up. My child, heaven is rewarding you for the battles you survived in silence. My beloved, a blessing worth billions is not just money. It is restoration. It is elevation. It is freedom. It is a destiny shift that lifts you out of everything that tried to bury you. My child, I must tell you this now. Someone is trying to claim what belongs to you. Someone who smiled in your face. Someone who doubted you. Someone who wanted your downfall. My beloved, heaven has blocked them. But the blessing will not stay suspended in the air. It must fall on someone. It must choose a life. It must land on the one who listens. My child, that is why today, December 15th, is your last chance. The window is closing. The door is shifting. The decision is being written. My beloved, if you stop reading now, heaven will redirect the blessing to another. But if you continue, if you stay connected, the promise will be sealed with your name on it. My child, stay. Listen. Prepare your spirit because the next words will change everything for you. My child, my beloved, what I am about to tell you is not something heaven gives to every soul. You are being trusted with a secret that was hidden behind the veil of the spiritual realm. A truth revealed only when someone's destiny is finally ready to unfold. My beloved, Archangel Michael stands behind you as these words reach your eyes. He is watching the exact moment your heart opens. He is watching the exact second your life shifts. My child, do not underestimate this moment. You may think you are simply reading, but spiritually something is being transferred to you. My beloved, Jesus has already spoken your name. The blessing has already been signed for you, but heaven waits for your spirit to receive it. My child, a billion-level blessing is not like ordinary blessings. It does not move quietly. It does not come without warfare. It does not arrive without heaven inspecting your heart, your patience, your strength, your wounds. My beloved, the blessing waiting for you is not money alone. It is an anointing. It is elevation. It is the unlocking of your future in ways you have not imagined. My child, you have been walking with broken pieces inside you, and still you kept going. When you had nothing, you still prayed. When you were hurting, you still gave. When you were tired, you still believed in goodness. My beloved, heaven saw every piece of your endurance. My child, that is why the blessing is massive. God rewards souls who do not break even when everything around them falls apart. My beloved, listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, your enemies have already made their move. They tried to speak against your name. They tried to bend your destiny. They tried to interfere with what God was preparing for you, my child. But they failed because your name is written in light. Because your destiny is surrounded by divine fire. Because the one who protects you stands higher than the one who attacks you. My beloved, heaven's warning today is not to scare you. It is to awaken you. It is to remind you that spiritual timing is not random. It is to show you that this blessing requires your awareness, your presence, your connection. My child, do not disconnect now. Do not pause. Do not look away. This message has a spiritual code woven through it. And the moment you finish receiving it, the activation begins. My beloved, the enemy has been waiting for you to skip, to ignore, to walk away. Because the moment you leave this message unfinished, the blessing loses its landing place. My child, God will not force you to receive what your spirit walks away from. But if you stay, if you remain, if you allow your heart to absorb what heaven is revealing, then the angelic protection around you will increase tenfold. My beloved, Michael says, the reason this message is urgent is because someone has been spiritually tracking your blessing. Someone who carries jealousy in their heart. Someone who resents your potential. Someone who disguises themselves as harmless but feeds on your delays. My child, this person is not stronger than you, but they have been dangerously close to what belongs to you. My beloved, heaven stopped them today. But heaven needs you to step forward so your destiny can finally be sealed. My child, imagine a vault full of blessings, all with your name written on them. Imagine years of prayers stored inside jars of light. Imagine every tear becoming a seed that has been waiting for rain. My beloved, today is the day the vault opens. Today is the day the jars are poured. Today is the day the rain falls on every seed you sowed in silence. My child, Jesus said, this blessing is meant to change the course of your next decade. He said, you have suffered enough. He said, you have waited long enough. He said, this is your season of rising. My beloved, that is why this message is not soft. It is urgent. It is commanding. It is the voice of heaven insisting that you do not miss what was built for you. My child, your life will not remain the same after today. You may not see the change immediately, but spiritually the shift has already begun. My beloved, there is something else Michael wants to reveal. There is a hidden truth about your path that has been held back from you until this exact moment. My child, someone tried to reroute your life. Someone tried to sabotage your mental peace. Someone tried to place a barrier between you and your divine inheritance. My beloved, heaven has lifted the barrier. My child, the blessing is now in motion. It is traveling toward you faster than you realize, but it cannot land if you step away from your divine alignment. My beloved, this message keeps you aligned. These words keep you awakened. This moment keeps the blessing tied to your spirit. My child, you are closer than you think. Closer than ever before. Closer to the breakthrough that has been circling you for years. Closer to the miracle that your soul has dreamed about. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of today. December 15th is not an ordinary date. It is marked in heaven as the day your life rewrites itself. My child, your angels are waiting for your next breath. They are waiting for your decision. They are waiting for your spirit to say yes. My beloved, stay with me. There is more you need to hear. There is a revelation that will shake you. There is a truth that will open your eyes to what heaven has been preparing behind the scenes. My child, the next part will reveal why the $5 billion blessing was assigned to you and what nearly stole it away. My child, my beloved, there is a reason heaven assigned this $5 billion blessing to you specifically. And today you must understand why. Because once you know the truth, you will never again doubt your worth, your destiny, or the divine protection surrounding your life. My beloved, listen closely because this part is the foundation of everything that comes next. My child, years ago, a moment happened that changed your spiritual path without you realizing it. A moment where your heart broke. A moment where you felt abandoned, unseen, unheard. A moment where life felt unfair and darkness tried to convince you that you had nothing left. My beloved, that moment became the seed of your blessing. My child, heaven watched you during that season. They watched the way you stayed kind even when others were cruel. They watched the way you held on to hope even when your world was falling apart. They watched the way you helped others even when no one was helping you. My beloved, you were being tested not by punishment but by preparation. God wanted to see if your heart could carry a massive destiny without becoming corrupted. My child, you passed that test. My beloved, that is why this blessing is so large. That is why the amount is not symbolic but spiritual. That is why billions were written next to your name in the book of destiny. My child, this blessing contains multiple layers: restoration of what you lost, elevation beyond what you imagine, protection from the attacks you never saw, divine reversal of every injustice, anointing for leadership, influence, peace, and abundance. My beloved, this is not a reward. It is a spiritual inheritance. My child, you did not earn it through perfection. You earned it through resilience. You earned it through faith. You earned it through the purity of your heart when others chose bitterness. My beloved, that is why the blessing is yours. But there is something you must know. Something Michael has seen from above. My child, someone else wanted this blessing. Someone who carried envy toward you. Someone who questioned why you were chosen. Someone who tried to mimic your path, copy your light, and mirror your destiny. My beloved, heaven blocked them. But they came dangerously close to stealing what was meant for your future. My child, this is the part that may shock you. That person did not appear as an enemy. They came as a friend, a supporter, a harmless voice. But inside their heart, jealousy lived like a shadow. My beloved, Michael says, this person wanted the blessing not because they needed it, but because they could not stand the thought of you rising higher than them. My child, this spiritual jealousy placed a delay in your life. A delay in your finances, a delay in your progress, a delay in your happiness, a delay in the fulfillment of promises you have been waiting for. My beloved, every delay ends today. My child, Michael has removed them from your path. He has sealed your blessing so they can no longer touch it. He has cut every spiritual cord that allowed them access to your destiny. My beloved, this is why the message is urgent today. Because the moment the blessing is sealed in your name, your life enters a new timeline. One where you cannot go back to old versions of yourself. One where you cannot shrink to make others comfortable. One where you cannot apologize for being chosen. My child, heaven wants you to rise unapologetically. My beloved, your enemies were allowed to watch your suffering, but they will be forced to witness your rise. This is part of the divine justice written for your story. My child, your miracle is already in motion. It is not waiting to begin. It has already started. The spiritual alignment is shifting as you read this. My beloved, some of the greatest breakthroughs of your life are already on the way. Business opportunities, unexpected money, divine connections, healing, clarity, emotional peace, freedom from the patterns that kept you stuck. A new identity rising from the ashes of your past. My child, this is why the blessing is so large. It is not about money. It is about transformation. My beloved, even if you cannot see the miracle yet, your spirit can feel the shift. Something inside you knows that this message is not random. Something inside you has been waiting for this confirmation. Something inside you recognizes that your life has been building toward a moment like this. My child, your angels have been waiting, watching, preparing. They have been aligning people, places, opportunities, and situations to meet you at the perfect divine moment. My beloved, that divine moment is today. My child, December 15th is not just a date. It is a spiritual deadline, a final chance for you to step into what God has been trying to give you for years. My beloved, heaven is not threatening you. They are pleading with you because they know the consequences of walking away from a blessing meant to elevate generations. My child, if you skip this message halfway, if you disconnect before receiving the full revelation, the spiritual contract cannot activate. Another soul will be chosen. Your blessing will be reassigned. Your protection will weaken. Not because God is punishing you, but because heaven cannot bless a heart that refuses to receive. My beloved, stay. Listen. Receive. Your destiny is being written as you breathe. My child, there is another revelation Michael wants to give you now. The true reason your journey has been harder than others and why the enemy has been fighting your blessing with such intensity. My child, my beloved, you have wondered many times why your path has felt heavier than others. Why people with less heart, less kindness, and less faith seem to move forward while you are made to wait. Why battles fall on your shoulders repeatedly. Why breakthroughs come close and then slip away. Why your life always felt like it was preparing you for something larger than you could understand. My beloved, today you will finally know the truth. My child, You carry a destiny that requires strength. Not ordinary strength, but spiritual strength that only comes from surviving storms. You were not chosen to live a small life. You were chosen to live a life that influences generations after you. A life that breaks ancestral patterns. A life that heals the wounds you inherited. A life that lifts your entire bloodline. My beloved, that kind of destiny cannot be placed on a weak foundation. So God allowed pressure. He allowed delays. He allowed heartbreak. He allowed you to be shaped by experiences that others would not have survived. My child, your struggles were never punishments. They were training for divine responsibility. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, your soul has been prepared for leadership in ways you do not yet realize. Your wisdom comes from suffering. Your compassion comes from betrayal. Your strength comes from loss. Your faith comes from surviving what should have destroyed you. My child, this is why your blessing is so large. Because your calling is large. Because your purpose is large. Because your future impact is larger than the pain you endured. My beloved, this is also why the enemy targeted you so intensely. The enemy fears what you could become. The enemy fears the moment you step into your divine anointing. The enemy fears your awakening, your rise, your spiritual strength. My child, you have been under spiritual observation since birth. Angels have walked beside you through nights when you felt alone. Heaven shielded you in moments you didn't know were dangerous. Your life was preserved because your destiny is not ordinary. My beloved, this $5 billion blessing is not random. It is the release of power that was locked away for years. It is the restoration of everything that was taken from your bloodline. It is the unlocking of generational wealth, generational healing, generational purpose. My child, the enemy tried to stop this blessing because once it reaches your hands, your entire path changes. Your spiritual rank increases. Your protection multiplies. Your influence expands. Your life becomes untouchable by darkness. My beloved, this is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. This is why the message comes with a command, not a suggestion. This is why Jesus said, "Tell them this is their last chance." My child, do you feel it? The shift in your heart, the stirring in your spirit, the quiet voice inside you saying, "This is meant for me." My beloved, that is confirmation. That is recognition. That is your soul remembering the destiny God wrote for you long before you were born. My child, Archangel Michael wants you to understand something powerful. Your delays were not denial, they were protection. My beloved, heaven delayed your blessing because the people around you were not ready. Some would have drained you. Some would have used you. Some would have sabotaged you. Some would have manipulated your generosity. My child, God waited until the wrong people left your life. He waited until your spirit healed, until your heart matured, until your discernment sharpened, until you were strong enough to hold what is coming. My beloved, now you are ready. Now the blessing can be released. Now the protection can be sealed. Now your destiny can unlock. My child, there is something even deeper Michael has asked me to reveal. The reason your blessing nearly shifted to your enemy. My beloved, someone close to you, someone you never suspected, spoke words against your progress. Not loud words, soft words, doubts, jealous thoughts, wishes that your blessing would fail so theirs could rise. My child, heaven heard every one of their thoughts. Heaven does not judge only actions. Heaven judges intentions. My beloved, this person may still smile at you. They may still appear supportive. They may still pretend to celebrate you, but spiritually they wanted your place. My child, they wanted to outrun you, outshine you, receive before you, rise higher than you, my beloved. They even tried to imitate your spiritual energy, hoping heaven would confuse your identity with theirs, my child. But heaven cannot be fooled. Your soul carries a signature that no one can duplicate. Your destiny carries a scent angels recognize instantly. Your blessing carries a light that cannot be stolen. My beloved, Michael stepped in the moment this person got too close. He cut the spiritual access. He shielded the blessing. He exposed their intentions. He removed their influence. He shifted the blessing back into your name, my child. This is why heaven is strict today. This is why the message sounds urgent. This is why your angels are standing still until your decision is made. My beloved, they need your full presence, your full attention, your full willingness to receive. My child, the next part of this message will reveal what is about to happen in your life over the next 7 days and why December 15th is the turning point heaven has been waiting for. My child, my beloved, prepare your heart because what I am about to reveal is a timeline heaven has shown only to you. These next 7 days contain shifts that will rewrite your path, realign your destiny, and expose the truth behind everything you have been sensing in your spirit. My beloved, listen with the same attention you would give to the voice of God Himself. Because this message carries His breath, His urgency, and His decree. My child, starting from today, December 15th, your life enters a phase that angels describe as the unlocking. The unlocking of doors previously shut. The unlocking of blessings previously delayed. The unlocking of strength you didn't realize you carried. The unlocking of paths that were hidden until the appointed time. My beloved, this appointed time is now. My child, day 1 begins the moment you finish this message, the moment your spirit receives the truth, the moment your heart accepts your divine inheritance. My beloved, on day 1, you will feel a shift within you, a sudden calm, a release of heaviness, a quiet knowing that something has changed in the atmosphere around you. This is the angels adjusting your spiritual frequency to match the blessing coming your way. My child, day 2 brings clarity. You will see something that was hidden from you, a truth about someone, a sign about your future, a message that aligns with this moment. Heaven calls this the opening of spiritual eyes. My beloved, this clarity will protect you. It will guard your steps. It will show you where the danger was and where the blessing is. My child, day 3 carries breakthrough energy. This is when your name begins to move in places you have never been physically. Your name will be spoken with favor. Your name will be connected to opportunities. Your name will be placed in rooms where your feet have not yet entered. My beloved, heaven says on day 3, the path begins to soften. My child, day 4 will bring an emotional release. Something you have carried for years, a memory, a wound, a betrayal, will begin to loosen its grip on your heart. This is healing. Deep healing. The kind that only angels can perform. My beloved, day 5 brings movement in the physical world. A message, a call, a sign, something unexpected that confirms the blessing is on its way. This is heaven showing you that the spiritual and physical are finally aligning. My child, day 6 is the day of preparation. Heaven will begin rearranging things in your life, removing what no longer belongs, creating space for what is coming, redirecting your focus, adjusting your path. My beloved, you may notice strange feelings on this day. A pull to rest, a desire to think deeply, a sense that something big is approaching. My child, that is because something big is approaching. My beloved, day 7 is the day of divine release. The day your blessing touches the edge of the physical realm. The day your angels finalize the seal. The day the $5 billion anointing attaches to your name fully and permanently. My child, heaven says day 7 is the day the shift becomes irreversible. My beloved, this is why December 15th is your last chance. Because the 7-day cycle must begin today. If it does not begin today, it cannot begin at all. My child, God has written your name inside this timeline. Angels have memorized it. Your destiny is waiting for your yes. Your blessing is hovering, ready to land. Your protection is unfolding like a shield of light, my beloved. But understand this deeply. Heaven cannot complete this timeline without your alignment. Your presence in this message is the activation key. Your willingness to stay and receive is the contract. Your openness is the gateway through which angels work. My child, this is why the warning is so strong. If you skip, if you disconnect, if you walk away, the 7-day cycle breaks before it begins. The blessing returns to the vault. Your name becomes paused, not erased, but paused. And the next chosen soul receives what you walked away from. My beloved, heaven does not want that. Jesus does not want that. Michael does not want that. Your angels do not want that. My child, they are standing by you right now, waiting, ready, holding the blueprint of your future in their hands. My beloved, the blessing is prepared. It is written. It is sealed. All that remains is your continued presence.